And I need to just point out a couple of her awards. Entrepreneur of the Year, 2011, awarded by Stony Brook University. Hispanic Pride, 2014, awarded by Suffolk County. Outstanding Spanish Poet, USA, 2015. Venezuelan of the Year, 2016. And there's more. Thank you for being with us. And she lives in Sag Harbor, married to Michael Daly, our own. So thank you for being with us, Massiel. And Michael will be helping assist with the service today too. Our musician, Stephen Skoldberg, it's always a pleasure to work with Stephen. And our tech help, my goodness, we could not be doing this without Carl Wittenberg, Mark Potter, and Kent Martin. Thank you so much. And I think we've also got Monica helping on Zoom. Thank you all. The theme for the month is reverence. I think you'll be hearing reverence throughout the service, so keep your ears open for that. The announcements this week, we just have one thing that's coming up this week that's important. Music and meditation this Wednesday, offered by Kimberly, Reverend Kimberly at 7. Each month, she will be offering a time to meditate and reflect on a new song as we deepen our relationships with each other. I can tell you it's a great thing to do. Register in advance as there's only space for 10 people. You can find more information in the e-bulletin. And if you are a visitor, we're hoping that you will let Carol Hosting's here. So John Andrews, I believe on Zoom, you can connect in chat with John. And I don't see anyone new here today. So please connect with us. And now let us begin our worship together.
Our opening words this morning, Reverence and Gratitude by Massiel, Alvarez. In reverence, we bow body and soul in front of a sacred object, person, or surrounding. In gratitude, we elevate body and soul as a humbled manifestation of joy. This duality can be expressed through words and translated into a universal language. Let's be reverent. Let's be grateful. Let's rejoice in the reverence of life.
Words for lighting the chalice this morning come from Albert Schweitzer, and Massiel will be lighting the chalice for us. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. And their opening hymn is number 1016. Stephen will be leading us.
I will be singing the refrain at first verse in Spanish and then repeating all of that in English, and then repeating the refrain in Spanish once more. Profetiza, pueblo mío, profetiza una vez más. Que tu voz sea el eco del clamor de los pueblos en opresión. Profetiza, pueblo mío, profetiza una vez más, anunciándole a los pobres una nueva sociedad. Profeta te consagro, no haya duda y temor, en tu andar por la historia, sé fiel a tu misión. Prophecy, oh my people, prophecy one more time. Let your voice be the echo of the outcries of all press. Prophecy, oh my people, prophecy one more time. Announce to them the coming of a new society. I sanctify you, prophet, banish all doubt and fear. Be faithful to your mission, the quest that leads us on. Profetiza, pueblo mío, profetiza una vez más, que tu voz y el eco del clamor de los pueblos en opresión. Profetiza, pueblo mío, profetiza una vez más, anunciándole a los pobres una nueva sociedad.
Our first message today will be a reading of the book Good Morning Universe, Buenos Dias Universo, Buenos Noches Mundo, Good Night World. Massiel has published nearly 50 Hispanic authors in recent years, ranging
Please speak into the mic.
medical doctors to and
Sorry, we can't hear you, Michael.
for her
Can't hear you.
and daughter working on putting a book together. And okay.
Mute yourselves, and something's going on within the, there you go.
So a project came to Massiel about 4 years ago of a single mother and young daughter who were struggling with their new status as such. And the mother and daughter would go and see the sunrise every morning and would start talking about things that they were grateful for. And the daughter started drawing pictures and about what she's grateful for, and the mother helped put them into words. Ana Giselle Rivera is the mother, and Isabella Agostini is the daughter. And while Massiel works as efficiently as she can with all authors, it does cost money to publish books. And they hit a roadblock, unable to fund the publishing of this book. And Massiel brought it to our attention at East End Yimby, and East End Yimby provided the sponsorship in order to bring this book to publishing. So today we're lucky enough to have the first public reading of it read by our own Maya and Ziania Quiros Kane. We welcome them this morning.
Hello. Can you hear us? Okay. Okay. Buenas noches, amigos. Te agradezco por las sabias palabras de amor y la dulzura que comparto con los que me rodean. Gracias.
Good night to my voice. I am grateful for my loving and wise words and the sweetness with which I connected with my family and friends. Thank you.
Buenas noches a mi nariz. Te agradezco por mantenerme aquí presente, respirando en mi cuerpo sano y feliz. Gracias.
Good night to my nose. Thank you for filling my lungs with air today and for keeping me healthy and alive. Thank you.
Buenas noches a mis ojitos. Gracias por dejarme ver con tanto amor la magia de este bello día. Gracias.
Good night to my eyes. I am grateful to you for allowing me to see the love and magic of this beautiful day. Thank you.
Buenas noches a mi cerebro. Gracias por guardar mis sueños y pensamientos. Gracias por resguardar mis ideas y conocimientos. Gracias.
Good night to my brain. Thank you for holding my dreams and thoughts. Thank you for saving my ideas and knowledge. Thank you.
Buenas noches, corazón. Te agradezco por todos los latidos del día de hoy. Gracias.
Good night to my heart. I am grateful for all the heartbeats you blessed me with today. Thank you.
Buenas noches a mis órganos. Les agradezco por todo lo que hacen por mí en mi diario vivir. Gracias.
Good night to my organs. I am grateful for everything you do for me each and every day. Thank you.
Buenas noches a mis piernas. Gracias por caminar conmigo en la madre tierra. Gracias.
Good night to my legs. Thank you for walking with me on Mother Earth. Thank you.
Buenas noches a mis piecitos. Buenas noches a mis deditos. Gracias por darme la fortaleza de caminar firme en este bello y mágico universo. Gracias.
Good night to my feet. Good night to my toes. Thank you for giving me the strength to walk firmly in this beautiful and magical universe. Thank you.
Buenas noches, universo. Te agradezco por el sol y las estrellas. Gracias.
Good night, universe. I am grateful for the sun and the stars. Thank you.
Buenas noches, Madre Tierra. Gracias por todos los árboles y frutos que con amor me regalas. Gracias por transmitir tu energía para mantenerme conectada contigo y amarte cada día. Gracias por los colores y los olores mágicos de las flores a mi alrededor. Te amo.
Good night, Mother Earth. Thank you for all the trees and fruits you provided to me. Thank you for spreading your energy all around so I can stay connected with you every day. Thank you for the amazing colors and magical aromas of all the beautiful flowers. I love you.
Buenas noches, luna mía. Buenas noches con amor. En todos los momentos irradias luz a mi corazón. Gracias por tu luz que la da fuerza a mi interior con la medicina del amor. Gracias.
Good night, lovely moon. I'm grateful for the love my heart radiates from your light. Thank you for your illumination that empowers me with love. Thank you.
Buenas noches, mundo. Gracias a mis padres y a mi familia por amarme, cuidarme, apoyarme y creer en mí. Gracias por todos mis amiguitos con quienes comparto luz y alegría siendo yo mismo. Te amo.
Good night, world. Thank you to my parents and family for loving, caring, and supporting me. I am grateful for my friends who I happily connect with and with whom I can be my true self. I love you.
Con mucho amor agradezco a todos los ángeles por siempre proteger a mi familia y a mí en el día y la noche. Gracias por ciudad mis pensamientos positivos y mis intenciones. Los amo.
I'm grateful to all the angels that protect my family and me during the day and night. Thank you for my positive thoughts and intentions. Love you. I love you.
Buenas noches a mi luz interior por la armonía que le das a mi vida. Gracias por la salud y la seguridad que siempre me acompaña. Gracias. Te amo.
Good night to my inner light. Thank you for bringing harmony to my life and for always watching over me. I am safe and protected. Thank you. I love you.
Yo soy quien yo soy.
I am who I am.
Gracias. Gracias por los pies. Gracias a mi corazón. Gracias por mi cerebro. Gracias por el día. Gracias por la noche. Gracias por estar vivos. Gracias por el abrazo. Gracias por el amor. Gracias por la luz.
Thank you. Thank you for my feet. Thank you for my heart. Thank you for my brain. Thank you for the day. Thank you for the night. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for the hug. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the light.
And thank you, Maya and Zianya. What a beautiful job reading the book. I only wish you could see these wonderful pictures up close that go with this book. I think you'll just have to get the book. May your roots grow deep. May your branches spread far. May you find the world to be a wonderful place and leave it better for those who follow. I think you can see this book a little better now, those on Zoom. Just great pictures. So please get a copy. Now is the time in our community that we use to bring ourselves closer by sharing the joys, sorrows, hopes, concerns with each other. So those on Zoom can unmute yourself and we'll take your turn. And those in this room may come up to the podium and speak into the microphone. And so let me open this up now for anyone who would like to share.
Hi, this is Carolyn Bistrian. I want to express my sincere.
Hope is so hard to cup. She might need your help when it seeps through the cracks of her fingers. Place your hands like this around her. Together it can be done. When it hatches, when the nest is no more, when the wind pick up hope and lay it softly into the welcome of upraised palms. Let us hold the silence together.
Far beyond the grasp of hands, the light to meet the eye, past the reaches of the mind. There find the key to nature's harmony in an architecture so entwined. the dance of trees, who stir before the first breath of wind is yet perceived. Trust in the song becoming one with the dance, and all mysteries can be believed. Songs of lives long past that touch our own are written in the earth, ever giving. And now to maintain the harmony gives to us all life's worth living. For the oneness of everything. Still we seek to find a truth that we might understand and reduce to terms defined. Vast and immeasurable time and space, and so overwhelmingly designed. Oh, passing years just might I know the faith that winters in the heart to be reborn in spring, to hear and to feel the pulse of life enters my soul as a song to sing of the oneness of everything.
Good morning, universe, but no good night yet. We still have so much to celebrate this day in reverence, in gratitude, in gratefulness. I'm so glad to be here sharing with you this gratitude of being Hispanic. And I say it with pride, because now you're celebrating with me the Hispanic Heritage Month that it happens every year from September 15 to October 15. In 1968, it was only a week. 20 years later, it was extended by law for an entire month. Today, we extended for 2 more days to be together with our audience here and the people that is connected from Zoom. And talking about gratitude and connecting with this beautiful message that UU delivers entire month, I was to bring a couple of difference between this word, because I love words. And I just want to, with respect, to present the meaning of these words, even in Spanish. And that was the idea today. When we talk about reverence, you can say in Spanish, reverencia. So it's the same word. It's not difficult, right? You know one more word in Spanish, reverencia. It's because the root of this word is Latin. It means revere, that it means stand up with deeply respect. We usually talk about gratitude, and we said, well, but it's not the same gratitude to gratefulness. So yeah, it looks like the meaning is really related, but when we feel gratitude, is a state of our soul that we have inside of us. Not necessarily this gratitude is expressed. So it's a process that is in our inner self. We are in a state of gratitude. We recognize what we see, what we have, but sometimes we don't express it. But when we talk about gratefulness, is that a state of our soul that it needs to be expressed. And I want to read this paragraph that explains it very well. And it said, when you are grateful for what you receive, you are honoring and respecting the giver. You are also opening your energy to receiving more. Therefore, your gratefulness shows respect to your receiving energy, to the person giving to you, and to the universe for creating the space for you to receive. So it's interesting, that difference, right? Today, my heart is just grateful. And this is the time to express it to you from my beautiful Hispanic heritage. Of course, there is so many people that contribute to do this, to put this together. I appreciate, and I felt so happy when our musician played today Guantanamera. And I said, do you know the story about that? Do you know Guantanamera more than a Cuban song that you just can dance and feel the rhythm? Well, the verse of this, the lyric of this song, it was just reading. So, well, forgive me for my Spanglish, but it said Jose Marti, that it was recognized as, with reverence, as apostle of independence of Cuba, in one of the more famous books, poetry books, called Simple Verses, Versos Sencillos. He wrote the lyric, and then later it was musicalized and became that Guantanamera that you hear, with that verse that we hear before. Yo soy un hombre sincero, de donde crecen las palmas, y antes de morir me quiero echar mis versos del alma. I'm a sincere man where the palms grow up, and before I die, I want to say my verses. Isn't that wonderful? So English or Spanish, we connect in a new universal message. And you today receive and share with gratefulness this message. But I could tell you so many stories, and but we don't have all that time. Maybe we can do it later. I want to touch one more thing to complete this message today. And I want to invite you to reverence and give thanks to our musician, that he brings that universal language to connect us. We'll listen at the beginning, Ode to Joy, that is a very well-known piece of Beethoven, the Ninth Symphony of Beethoven. But what happened with that song? It was also listening, but people that was in prison when the Chilean Civil War and the Central American Civil War, and they can sing, and they put these Spanish lyrics into that melody. And I want to invite you today to reverence and connect that music, and without the piano melody, but with the melody of your heart. And I'll be your voice in Spanish. You like that? Let's do it. I'll sing a cappella, what we call Himno de la Alegría, Ode to Joy. And it happens that you will feel a little bit, probably the nostalgia that comes in this invitation that we do in Spanish, that is said like that. Escucha, hermano, la canción de la alegría, el canto alegre del que espera un nuevo día. Ven, canta, sueña cantando, vive soñando el nuevo sol, en que los hombres volverán a ser hermanos. Y si no encuentras alegría aquí en la tierra, búscala, hermano, más allá de las estrellas. Ven, canta, sueña cantando, vive soñando el nuevo sol, en que los hombres volverán a ser hermanos. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't really want to break the spell of that beautiful message and music, Massiel. Thank you. By talking about money, but this is the time that we recognize the many ways to contribute to this congregation. And those in the room, there are baskets and the Helping Hand Fund in the back. Those on Zoom can still contribute through the PayPal, send a check. If you prefer, you will see the links on Zoom, I'm sure. For the visitors, we invite you to remain in the Zoom room and join us for informal conversation after this worship is over. If you are visiting for the first time or the 50th time, if you are in agreement with our values, our mission, and our UU principles, we hope you will find a home here. We extinguish this flame. If you can read the words on the Zoom, okay. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Our benediction for today. Dear Father, holy is your name. The resources you have provided will ensure that no child goes hungry, unclothed, or unprotected. Our debtors are forgiven. The path you have shown will lead to the greater good. Dear Mother, blessed is your way. The sun and the moon are our inspiration. The stars are our guide. The ocean is where we receive our power. The mountains and the valleys call our names. We honor you and will protect you always.
Our postlude is a video, so we can all watch together.
Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio dos luceros que cuando los abro, perfecto distingo lo negro del blanco y en el alto cielo su fondo estrellado y en las multitudes el hombre que yo amo. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado el sonido y el abecedario, con él las palabras que pienso y declaro, madre, amigo, hermano, y luz alumbrando la ruta del alma del que estoy amando. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado la marcha de mis pies cansados, con ellos anduve ciudades y charcos, playas y desiertos, montañas y llanos, y la casa tuya, tu calle y tu patio. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado la risa y me ha dado el llanto. Así yo distingo dicha de quebranto, los dos materiales que forman mi canto y el canto de ustedes, que es el mismo canto, y el canto de todos, que es mi propio canto. Gracias a la vida, gracias a la vida, gracias a la vida, gracias a la vida.
What a marvelous service, wasn't it? I loved that Massiel was, singing to us in Spanish and the girls were reading to us in Spanish. It was so fantastic. My professor of English used to say that we have as many souls as many languages we know.
Oh, what a wonderful sentiment. I love it.
Yeah, isn't it? Because Really, like when I look at how people are speaking language, so like Germans speak their language completely differently, and they are,